Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with a message that the time is at hand. This is a new video on the Hyway Zealots 90 with free repair. It's not the best video. I do have free repair. I did make a couple of mistakes. I plan on updating the video to make it a little bit better. But you get the general idea here. And I'm going to give you a couple of instructions in this one, and not just music, because there's a few key factors that I wanted to point out to you. One is that this first part of the bass, you should probably not use any air. Now, I actually did use a little bit of air in here, but I've improved upon that, and I don't use any air on this first half of the bass, which is this front left part of the bass anymore. But in this video, I did use it. It takes time to do these videos, and I really don't have a lot of time with all the things that are going on in my life right now. So what I am doing here is drawing all the fire with Audra. And here was my mistake. I thought that I had selected my Jaggernaut, and I had not selected my Jaggernaut, and I kept clicking for my Jaggernaut to shoot, and I had actually still had Audra selected. So that wasn't good, and I took a little bit of damage there that I normally wouldn't. So I went back to my base. It was actually almost like a few seconds more than 5 minutes, but normally I take like 30 seconds damage there, but in this case my Audra took 5 minutes and a few seconds because my Jaggernaut was sitting there not shooting, and Audra took all that fire from those different vehicles right there. But that's the key for clearing the front part of the base. Your Jaggernaut would take hours of damage, whereas Audra takes just a few seconds. You'll see here that she's going to take a lot of fire from a lot of different things, and she'll come back and it's like 38 seconds worth of damage. It's less than a minute. If you have not gotten Audra, out of all of the heroes, Audra and Jaggernaut are clearly the best heroes. I mean, Audra and Jericho. Jericho, it's not as effective anymore. He's not used quite as much, but for strategic hits, there's still nothing like Jericho. Now, right here in this video, I did use a little bit of air. I thought that there was still the one turret back here, and it really wasn't necessary. I was going to take out the Billy Goat, and I was going to take out the Overwatch, but this was just a pointless thing to do. If you bring your Audra in here, and after you have to take out the railgun, and to take out the railgun, you just shoot on the last block in the middle wall with your Jaggernaut, and it's done. You can do this too. It just takes extra time, and it doesn't cost you any damage on your Furies. I was using, I think, 6 or 7 Furies there. You know, it's free repair, so not a big deal, but completely unnecessary, as you'll see here in a second. One shot from my Jaggernaut, and the Hunter and the and see, I still thought that the Overwatch was there. I didn't realize I had gotten it. I was coming over to get the Overwatch, and it was already gone, so that was another little error. It just cost me time. Still get this thing done in about 8 minutes, I think, and so it's not too bad. After I took this video, I did while the video was saving, I figured out a much better way to do it. I did 3 more in a row, and or 3 in a row, and figured out a much better way of doing it, starting with this right here, shooting my that last brick in the middle wall, bringing Jericho over, and then letting him shoot the second time. And what that does by letting him shoot the second time is he can get out of there before his projectile kills those 2 special forces guys. So as you can see, nothing back here but anti-air, which is always nice when you've got a Jericho, lots of things to shoot at, and only anti-air. It's what the Jericho was made for. Now, this is also a good thing. You see the billy goat, he's coming out, and what you want is, he's not good for your air, but for Audra, he's not even he's really nothing to Audra. He'd probably take 3 seconds worth of damage. So, like I said, the key to this front portion of the base is just keeping Audra taking all the hits. And you'll notice that these buildings right here, I could shoot them easily, but I'm saving those buildings for the very end on purpose, because when I finish this, I'm going to be finishing it with my air. And as I do that, I'm going to have a lot of drones out. And a little trick that Kixeye has, I know they know about it, but your drones drop, and their guys get a few more shots off. Now I was trying to draw out the laser to shoot my Audra, but it shot my Jericho, and so that's going to cost me about a couple of minutes worth of damage. It's not anything to worry about, because I'm done with my Jericho here after this. I don't need it anymore. I mean, my Jaggernaut. I'm not going to need it anymore. And I think I take a total of 6-minute damage, which is a minute before it is free repair. So it's nothing staggering. And then also here I get shot with that drone silo, not the drone silo, the missile silo, and that costs me a little bit there as well. But like I said, total of about 6 minutes damage on the Jericho. I think it's 30 seconds damage on the Audra with all the hits that she took. And the rest of this is going to be cleared with air, no problem. And I think this is the best way to do this. This base, see, like 6 minutes and 18 seconds. So by the time I get done with this base, it will definitely be free repair. Because all of this will be cleared with air. Now I'm going to use, I think you don't really need to use, I've got a lot of extra space in my air, so I'm going to use my Omega Titan, and I'm going to use like 7 Furies, and I'm also going to use my Omega Sandstorm. But the Sandstorm is not necessary. It takes up a lot of space. What's really necessary is for you to have the Fury drones along with your Titan drones. The Furies are very fast, so what you want to do is just keep inching forward till the anti-air guys start shooting at some of the drones, and then you can just stay active in attack, and keep moving forward, inching forward slowly. There's really just those anti-air guys, and they are dedicated anti-air special forces. So do not try your Herald in here. I tried it, and I took out 3 of them, and there were a couple of others shooting at me as well, maybe 5 or 6 total, and it cost my Herald, and I have a Elite Herald, almost an Omega Herald already, and it cost me over an hour. Just 3 of those guys. So do not bring your Herald in here. it's not worth it with those special forces that are dedicated anti-air. You'll notice I'm really not taking any damage at all on my air, just on my drones. But you'll see here why I left those buildings there in the back, because a lot of this stuff in this game is just strategy. See, as soon as I watch my drones, as soon as I kill that other building, boom, all my drones drop. Now, if I was sitting over a bunch of buggies or special forces, dedicated special forces, or any of those things that shoot air, I'd be toast, because the first one of these that I did that, and there was like a couple of guys left, and it cost me 2 hours damage, because if you don't have drones and your Titan takes direct damage, that is costly. And that's a trick that I know Kixeye knows about it. You know, they did it on purpose. And so I was just finding another 90 here that I could go directly to, because I didn't take any damage on my ground, and no damage on my air. Got my 15,000 medals, and my Jericho still has a minute on it. Jericho Jaggernaut platoon. So, hope that was helpful. See you guys later. Keep your eye on the sky. Lots of things going on.